When I was growing up a evangelical Christian, I heard a lot about freedom in Christ, that Christ provided us with freedom from the law, freedom from the Torah. And my favorite guy, Greg Leake, emails me the other day. He says, I thank God that my mother was not Jewish, and also for Jesus. Otherwise I probably would have fallen heir to all these obligations and responsibilities, but of being a considerably less free human being. So there are definitely ways where you have more freedom in Christianity, and there are definitely ways where you have more freedom in Judaism. Here's the primary breakdown. In Judaism, you have more intellectual freedom. You have fewer things that you have to believe. In Christianity, you have more behavioral freedom. So in Christianity, you can have sex with your wife when she's menstruating. You can study Torah while going to the toilet. You can eat shellfish, and you can eat pig, and you can eat anything you want, anytime you want, any way you want, with whomever you want, wherever you want. By contrast, in Judaism, there are restrictions in all those areas. So in Christianity, you can eat and defecate at the same time, just like an animal. You can wear anything you want within the generous standards of Christian modesty. You don't have to fear about your heavenly salvation because it's all assured if you have faith in Christ. And you can rape and murder people and get immediate forgiveness from Jesus. You don't have to study, you can just believe. And if you're a Protestant, you can use French ticklers. So here are some examples of Jewish freedom. Because Judaism is primarily centered on action in Jewish life, you can be much more free about what you're thinking and feeling than you can in Christian life, where your heart is supposed to be transformed by your faith in Christ. So in Jewish life, you don't have your co-religionists forgive your boneheaded behavior by saying you did what was in your heart. You don't have your co-religionists ask you, are you saved? You don't have your co-religionists say to you, you need a closer walk with the Lord. You can be much more free in revealing what you're thinking and feeling. You don't have to be traumatized when a born-again Christian such as Jimmy Carter says that he lusts in his heart for other women. And you don't have to lose sleep at night worrying about your salvation or anyone else's, because Judaism is focused on this life, and so you don't have to worry and waste a minute about the next life or who the Messiah is. So this line about freedom in Christ goes back to Immanuel Kant. His argument against Judaism revolved around autonomy and heteronomy. And according to Kant, the superiority of Protestant Christianity is that it's a born-again experience, aka an autonomous experience. The individual is making a decision for himself, as opposed to Judaism, where the strictures are forced upon people by the community and God and Torah. And that makes Judaism inferior, according to Kant. And you'll see this over and over again in Protestant writings about the freedom of the Christian versus the enslavement of the Jew. Now, Franz Rosenzweig, the German Jewish philosopher from about the early part of the 20th century, said that a commandment, a mitzvah, is not a heteronymous shackle placed on people. Rather, it's a relational idea. We're not doing something blindly in Judaism. We're listening to the voice of God when we're doing a mitzvah.